country roads take me home to the place I belong. West.
What's going on, guys? You might know me as Doodle Bob here, back with another video. Today we're talking about how this crazy substitute at my elementary school was just being crazy, okay? So let's get into it. So this goes back to when I was in elementary school, and so things were a lot crazier. I was at a good kid school, but the teachers were not good, obviously. It's just the match with good schools and good teachers. So yeah, I had one teacher go to prison for selling drugs. So yeah, that was the type of school I had with teachers. So I had a couple teachers that were good. If somehow they're watching this, Miss Sunny and Miss Aaron, Mr. Alex, Mrs. Sam, Mrs. Emily, hope you guys are having a good day. And so, so I had a sub when I was in fifth grade, alright? No, third grade. So I had a teacher named Miss Emily, and so she had to go to her college one day because most of my teachers were still in college besides the one that went to prison. But so she had to go to college for a meeting that they have, and so she got a sub like normal any other teacher would, And so this sub was pretty chill. It was like the sub if as long as you get your work done, he doesn't care what you do. And so, yeah, and he said, one of my girlfriend at the time, yeah, I had a girlfriend in elementary school, okay, guys, don't say anything about it. So she says, can we get out our phones and play on them? Because we have nothing else to do. And he was like, yeah, sure, yeah, you can do that. And he says, go to the closet. First of all, why would you ask a third grader to go in the closet? I mean, we already got crates back then. I mean, that was in 1917 so 16. You asked a third grader to go in the closet. Really? How dumb are you? And so she was like, no, I'll stay here. And we're like, okay. So I got my phone out because I had like a Galaxy, like 4 at the time, maybe 5. I forgot what was it. They even have that. And so I got it out, and I'm pretty a fan of like old music, like West Virginia and my intro. I'm a big fan of that. And so yeah, I pull out song by Johnny Horton, and yeah, it was called "Sink the Bismarck." Guys, go check that out. It's a really old song about World War II. Like, I'm just interested in that crap. So yeah, I started listening to it, and so yeah, I still listen to that song to this day, so it's pretty good. And so I start listening to it, and the teacher walks in that got arrested like 3 years later. But so the teacher walks in to see if anything was going on because everybody was being loud, and I paused my phone really quick with that fast reflexes I have. She's like, "What's going on?" And because she heard a lot of loud noise, and the teacher's like, well, okay, it's okay, nothing's going on. We were just having a conversation. She was like, keep it down. And guess what, guys? With my 5 million IQ, SpongeBob singing the Old Town Road self, guess what I do? I accidentally hit play. And so, yeah, I hit play on accident, and it just goes, God seems to be my cause the world depends on us. And I pause it, and I'm like about to cry. She's like, who did that? And I was like, me. I was about to cry because I'm only like 7, 8. Yeah, I'm 8 years old. What do you expect an 8-year-old to do? Cry. And so I go like, me. And she was like, come here. And the teacher's like, well, he's screwed. And so I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I just got it out because I didn't want to screw the teacher because this teacher's really super cool. And so she walks out of the room. She's like, okay, this is your warning. And I'm like, all right. I'm like in a voice like, okay. And so yeah, and the teacher says, everybody go to their seats right now. Get your phones put back. And she said, I can't believe you threw me under the bus like that. I'm like, I'm sorry, don't let us get our phones out next time. He's like, well, it's not my fault. And I said, yeah, it is. As a third grader, I had the balls to do that. Oh my God. And he just knew he wasn't gonna beat a third grader because we didn't know what to say back then. So I was like, all right. You still threw me on the bus. I'm like, sure, yeah. And the bell rings and he's like, stay here, little Toby. I'm like, okay. And then he said, well, I'm gonna tell the teacher you did something bad. I'm like, hold on, I did nothing bad. You're the one that let us get our phones out. Yeah, I might have accidentally hit that, but you shouldn't have let us get our phones out. He's like, it's your fault. And I was like, yeah, for getting my phone out. But still, though, you shouldn't have let us get our phones out. And he was like, oh, sure. And so I don't get in trouble the next day, but still, though, he shouldn't have threatened a third grader because I was crying all night because I was so scared. And I'm kidding, I wasn't. I forgot what was going on at night. So, hope you guys are having a good day. I know I am. And later.